1. Market wrap. Summary of today's stock market. This report gives us a quick look at how the stock market performed today, Monday, July 7, 2025. KSE 100 Index Trend. This is Pakistan's main stock market index, showing the performance of the biggest companies. Closed at. It closed higher today at 133,370.14 points. Change. It gained 1421 points, which is a 1.08% increase. This means the market went up. Volume. About 344 million shares were traded today. Key reasons for market movement. People are expecting about $5 billion in money sent back to Pakistan from overseas Pakistanis in the next fiscal year, FY25. Today there was a lot of buying, bullish trend in the banks, pharma, medicine, cement, fertilizer, textile, clothes, chemical, E&P, oil and gas exploration, and cable sectors. Sectors contribution. Which sectors helped or hurt the index? Positive helpers. Banks added 560 points to the index. Pharma added 166 points. Cement added 154 points. Fertilizer added 121 points. Textile added 89 points. Chemical added 85 points. E&P added 53 points. Cable added 34 points. These sectors' share prices went up and helped the overall market rise significantly. Negative contributors, sectors that pulled the index down. Insurance took away 19 points. Leather took away 17 points. Refinery took away 5 points. OMC oil marketing companies took away 22 points. MISC, miscellaneous other companies, took away 3 points. Engineering took away 3 points. These sectors' share prices went down and had a negative impact on the market. Top volume leaders, most traded shares by sector KSE all. This shows which types of companies had the most shares bought and sold today. Investment banks, INV banks, had the highest volume at 118.7 billion rupees. OMC oil marketing companies, also high volume at 99.8 billion rupees. Food, 91.9 billion rupees. Tech, technology, 86.9 billion rupees. Banks, 52.5 billion rupees. Individual top stocks by volume were Image, BOP, WTL, SSGC, KOSM. Top gainers. The stocks that increased the most in price today. CJPL, CTM, TSMF, ARUJ, UVIC. Top losers. The stocks that decreased the most in price today. PM, ECOP, DMTM, CLVL, PAKD. 2. Daily FIPI-LIPI data. Who is buying and selling in the market? This report tells us who bought and sold shares in the stock market today. Foreign investors or local investors, and in which sectors. All money amounts are in millions of US dollars, dollar in millions. FIPI portfolio, foreign investors activity by sector. This section shows how much money came into or left the market from foreign sources. Foreign individuals. Today, they sold $0.15 million more shares than they bought. Net sell. Sector breakdown. Net sold $0.15 million in banks. Foreign corporates. They sold $1.04 million more shares than they bought. Net sell. Sector breakdown. Net sold in food, 0.44 m, E&P of 0.15 m, power, 0.07 m, and others, 0.65 m. They net bought in tech, $0.19 million. Overseas Pakistanis. They also sold $0.33 million more shares. Net sell. Sector breakdown. Net sold $1.25 million in banks. They had some net buying in cement, fertilizer, food, and E&P. FIPI total. Total foreign investors. In total, foreign investors sold $2.49 million worth of shares today. This means $2.49 million left the Pakistani market from foreign sources. Overall FIPI activity by sector. Net buying fertilizer, 0.02 m, E&P of 0.12 m, OMC of 0.10 m, Tech, 0.13 m, Textile, $0.06 million. Net selling, cement, 0.34 m, food, 0.34 m, power, 0.05 m, asterisk banks, 1.44 m largest net sell, asterisk, others, $0.85 million. LIPI portfolio, local investors activity by sector. This section shows how much money came into or left the market from Pakistani, local sources. Individuals, local, they sold $0.36 million more shares, net sell. Sector breakdown, net sold in food, 0.56 m, E&P had to Ben Jashil, a very tall man Jashil, OMC of 1.01 m, power, 0.30 m, banks, 5.26 m, net bought iron tech, 0.27 m, and others, $0.55 million. Companies, local, they sold $2.28 million more shares, net sell. Sector breakdown, net sold in cement, 0.20 m, fertilizer, 0.33 m, food, 0.18 m, E&P have 0.20 m, power, 0.18 m, banks, 0.76 m, tech, 0.44 m, textile, 0.02 m, others, 1.05 m, net bought, INOM, 0.32 m, bank/DFI, banks, development financial institutions, they sold $2.80 million more shares, net sell. Sector breakdown, net sold in cement, 0.32 m, E&P have 0.01 m, banks, 1.64 m, tech, 0.12 m, textile, 0.70 m, others, 0.69 m, debt, 2.60 m, net bought IN Food, 0.26 m, OM, 0.14 m, Power, 0.22 m, mutual funds, they sold $0.28 million more shares, net sell. Sector breakdown, net sold in cement, 0.28 m, fertilizer, 0.27 m, food, 0.15 m, power, 0.09 m, others, 0.71 m, net bought INE and P of 0.79 m, banks, 0.48 m, tech, 0.09 m, textile, 0.28 m, debt, 2.22 m, brokers, this is important. Brokers bought $1.07 million more shares than they sold, net buy. Sector breakdown, net bought in cement, 0.26 m, fertilizer, 0.25 m, food, 0.60 m, E&P of 0.19 m, OMC of 0.04 m, power, 0.05 m, banks, 0.49 m, tech, 0.05 m, textile, 0.05 m, others, 0.55 m, insurance, companies, they also bought $0.52 million more shares, net buy. Sector breakdown, net bought in fertilizer, 0.60 m, OMC of 0.23 m, banks, 0.40 m, tech, 0.02 m, textile, 0.23 m, others, 0.39 m, net sold in E&P of $0.18 million, LIPI total local investors. In total, local investors bought $2.49 million worth of shares today. This means $2.49 million was put into the Pakistani market from local sources. Overall summary of both data sets. Today the Pakistani stock market, KSE 100 index, went up nicely, mainly because big sectors like banks, pharma, cement and fertilizer performed very well. These sectors saw a lot of buying activity. Looking at who was buying and selling. Foreign investors, FIPI, took out $2.49 million from the market today by selling more shares than they bought. They mostly sold in banks, food and other sectors. But at the same time, local investors, LIPI, put in exactly $2.49 million into the market by buying more shares. This local buying was strongly led by brokers and insurance companies who bought a lot of shares across various sectors, including those where foreigners were selling, like banks. This means that even though foreign investors were selling, local investors stepped in and bought those shares, which helped the market stay strong and move higher.